Hey, what's up guys? So today I'm gonna do a video game review. Most of the time I just want to do a vlog or make like random action video, but I want to do a review because you see lots of those out there. Right now the game I'm gonna do a video, you've never seen this video before. So, one of my favorite games on the original Xbox, Wax. This is one of my favorite games. Whacked was developed by Presto Studios and released in 2002, the same year I was born. Sadly, though, it was only on the Xbox, so if you grew up with a PlayStation, you probably never heard of this game. The characters that were in the game were pretty strange. There were people like Lucy, who I always call Lucy the prostitute because of the way she looks and acts. There was a guy named Lance, who was like a model, who was really like a pain in the neck. There was someone named Eugene, who was like a green penguin, who was pretty soft and shy, but was really had a big dark side. There was a guy called Lucky, who was a red bunny, who had his feet missing, probably because they were cut off, of course, duh. But he also had a big temper, and he had an Australian accent, which I thought was pretty cool. He would be something you would not want to mess with. My favorite of all time was, of course, Tooth, who was this orange, weird little guy who actually eats literally anything, even though things that are not food. And there was even Otto, who had a sleeping chair that took control of moving while he was asleep all day. And then there's Charity, the ornery girl who wants everything. There was even one guy you unlock it if you beat the game show, which is like the story mode, named Fantastic. And that's not fantastic, it's Fantastic. Okay, 7 of the characters, other than of course Fantastic, had certain traits involving 7 deadly sins. At least that's what I found on the internet. Lucky was wrath. Eugene was envy. Tooth was gluttony. Lucy was lust, which of course would make sense. Lance was pride. Charity was greed, and Otto was sloth. There are even 2 types of characters that were supposed to be in the game but were not, or even at least evolved into Eugene the Penguin by seeing that he is green, because they were also green. There are so many weapons, like a dodgeball and a missile and a plunger missile and this thing called a pluster duck that's like a grenade thing, kinda, and even a goodbye doggy, which I don't want to talk about, it's too much in it. And I can't find much pictures about it, but they were really amazing. But there are even some weapons that were sadly not used, but it would be awesome if they were. Okay, so now let's get on to the game itself. With the game show, it starts off with you having to pick your own little character. So right now, you have to unlock the others. So you can only have probably Lucky, Tooth, and I believe Lucy, and Eugene. But you sooner or later will unlock even Lance and Charity and Otto. And then sooner or later, after you beat the whole game show thing, you soon will unlock, of course, Fantastic, like I said. After you do that, soon Fantastic will say, now let's meet today's contestants. And it will show every character that's in the game. During this time, this is when Fantastic still has that weird head on him. He will introduce a way of how the game is going to be going. And then soon he'll even introduce you to some weapons. I don't know if I know the name to them. And then you'll have soon call Lucky up and then Eugene, and then they're going to use them against each other. Pretty much what the game is that it's just a game show and every person goes against each other to win a prize. Fantastic, of course, is the host, so he doesn't get a prize. You'll be going to certain stages, like there's stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, and the last is stage 4. And then that's when you will soon unlock Fantastic. In the game, in every stage, there's going to be certain maps. There's maps like ice, like I don't know what's called, like Iceland, there's a can, a space. There's even more stuff, like there's hell and some others. And I have so much of a big issue trying to find them all, but yeah, there's so many. During the game also, after you beat every little level, there's going to be certain times when there's going to be commercials, which are actually not real commercials, of course, but they're really funny. There's things like, there's NATO's, which is very funny and stuff. There are even certain cutscenes with the players with each other, like there's Tooth with Otto, there's Lucy with Lance, and some others. They're pretty fun to watch. Even in the game, there are going to be certain cutscenes like where you get to meet your own character. At least that only happens once though, but it's whichever character you choose, you'll have a talk with Fantastic, and you'll learn a little more about them. And then after like stage 1 or 2, there's gonna be this one new weapon called the Big Red Button. I can't find a picture of it sadly, but what it is that it just changed the rules of the game where maybe everyone will be given a missile, or everyone's given a bat, or everyone will get a missile that will only go towards the one in the lead and stuff. There are even certain stages, like there's again dodgeball, there's this thing called battle where you just kill each other. And then the main one is where you have to collect stars. I can't remember what the name of it was. And then there's even this one where called chickens, and you just have to kill chickens and collect the stars to beat the game. After stage 3, you'll be introduced into this thing called the exclamation point. It's pretty amazing. It just gives you special powers whenever you touch it, but it's really rare. With Tooth, everyone turns to a burger, and when you touch them, he pretty much eats them. With Lucy, everyone gets sucked into her, and she'll kiss them, they'll fly up and explode. There are pretty much others, and I'm gonna have to say the ones that I think are super gay are Lances and Autos, because those do really nothing special. During the same commercial, though, with the exclamation point, you will also be noted that there is actually no prize, because Van gets a call with his boss, and then he's asked what the prize is, and he tells you that there actually is no prize. After you have beaten stage 4, Van will actually get a call from his boss again, but this time his boss is yelling at him, and I guess he's been fired, but he right now tells you that the show has been cancelled. Your character will soon walk up to him and ask him for the prize. He will then tell you that the show's been cancelled, so there is no prize. Your character will either start yelling or say something random, and then he will soon get an idea. And so Van says, "Congratulations, you have beat the phony show cancellation." And so he'll say, you can either walk away with the prize, or you can sign a piece of paper to get a grand prize. Your character will, I guess, fall for a trick and actually sign up for the grand prize. He ends up killing all the other contestants with fire, I guess, and then he will take off the head, revealing his true face. And if you look at him, he also has a devil tail, which is pretty funny, I guess. And your character will make a comment on it, either it's something random or he'll just say something funny. And then he'll say, "Welcome to the last round," where you have to defeat him and 2 of his other buddies into just beat the other buddies in the same little normal star battle. But the sad thing is, his 2 little buddies are not playable in the game, only him. But his 2 buddies are in his exclamation point attack, where they just touch you and you die. But again, it's really cool though. When you have finally defeated Van and his little friends, you will soon get this cutscene. Whatever character you have, it will be the same until you open the door of the grand prize. You'll be into a super white room, and whatever character you chose, you get their prize. I've played as Tooth most of my time, so if I was to play as Tooth and I beat it, his prize would be a ginormous hamburger. Like, really giant. You would think after you get the prize, it would just be the end of the whole game, or maybe it would go to credits, even though there's not really credits in the game. But you get this little ending. It shows the head of Fantastic, the masked one, and there's a phone ringing. He picks it up, well, the head picks it up, I guess, even though without hands, and then answers, and it's his boss. His boss says that it was great, and he said, "Oh, I thought it was great too." And it turns out that the show is actually back on the air, and because it was really great. Now, I think this game was really, really fun and a really great idea. It kind of sucks again that it's only on Xbox, so if you were on PlayStation, you want to get it, like I said. But it's a really fun game. You need to try it. The music is a little amusing, I guess. It's just a really fun game. And I think they should make another game, like a sequel to it, on Xbox One, I guess, since they're not going to make any more 360 games. But yeah, please, remake the game. It's a really fun game, and they just need to bring it back. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe. And if you have any ideas for a video for me, please let me know. I'd love to know. But anyway, yeah, that's it. So see ya some other time. Peace out. Bye-bye.